Hi everyone, this is Mr. Carl. I hope you enjoy my lessons. All of my music lessons will always be free. I only ask that if they help you and they are a blessing to you, freely you receive, freely you give, and you be a blessing to someone else. If you need to find the printed music to go with my lessons, just go to my website, carlherod.com. Click on my name, Carl, and then click on Music Instructions. Scroll down and you'll see printable music for videos, and then that will be my music for you to print out and to go along with the video lessons online. And I hope you enjoy them, and I'm going to be printing and doing more and more all the time, so stay tuned. God bless.
Okay, now let's look at it a little closer so maybe you'll see what I'm doing a little bit better, okay? Alright, here we go. Now, what I'm doing is I'm taking my little stick right on the little nose. Hey, get that off there. Ah! Brrr. Big growl at me. Okay. Now I'm lifting my wrist. You notice my fingers are not like this. And I'm holding it at the fulcrum. But my fingers are kind of just loose around it. Can you see that? They're not like this. They're not clenched. They're not like a club. But they're just kind of loose around it. Wrapped around it loosely. And I use my wrist and I bend my wrist back. Just like that. And then I drop it and pick it up. Now look how much wrist I'm using to bring my stick back up. Drop it, let it bounce twice, and bring that wrist back up. Try it with me. Ready? Just put it down and lift it. And cock that wrist and pick it back up. Don't let it do this. That's what we did first, but now we're letting it just bounce two times. Pick it up. Now I'm not doing this. Nay, nay, nay. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm letting it bounce twice. See? Pick it up. Let me try this angle. Maybe you can see a little better. Okay, there's my wrist. Can you see that? Now watch. Oops, got my remote. That's okay. Alright. Maybe you can see a little better this way. See that? It's a little better. And just let it. And then once you get pretty good at that, you can alternate it. You can start out with just the right hand, practicing to let it bounce twice and pick it up until it feels comfortable, and you're doing it every time, and you're not. If you're still doing this, then you need to keep practicing it. But if you can do this every time, drop. Now don't do this. I see this. A lot of students do this. The hand goes, blah! You don't want to do that. Blah! You don't want to do that. And you want to keep this fulcrum and keep the thumbs on the inside. And just drop it and pick it up. See, my fingers don't flare out. Looks like a chicken. Don't lay an egg. No, you just want to keep your fingers lightly curled around it like this. Drop it and pick it up. Excelente! Just like that. When you get real good at it, you should be able to go. See, every time that wrist comes up, can you see that? Look at my wrist. Same thing with the left hand. That's pretty fast. What do you think? Yeah! I can do it! How'd you do? You do it alright? Well, let's look at it again a little bit more. Okay, so we've got our bounce going pretty good here with each hand, using a lot of that wrist. And we've got each hand going pretty good. We're not doing this. But we've got this going on. Yeah. You're happening, baby. Baby. Let's do the other hand. So we're doing good. We're doing 2 bounces. Our fingers aren't flaring out. We're keeping that nice form. Now let's put it together. All right, let's try it. So we're going to alternate it. Now it's not going to be this clean for you overnight. It's okay. If yours doesn't sound exactly like mine, it probably won't, and that's normal. Mr. Carl's been playing a long time, longer than I really want to admit. So yours may not sound that way. It's going to be okay. It will eventually, I promise you. Would this face lie? No, well, it really wouldn't. Don't look at the face. Okay. All right, so we're alternating our bounces. And then we're just going to put it together. So what I'm going to do now is just alternate my sticks. And then I'm just going to start bouncing them. Every time I do a stroke, this is called a stroke. And every time I do a stroke, I'm just going to bounce it like this. Stroke. And I'm going to do 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to start doubling my, that's right, strokes. Very good. 1, 2. See how I did that? I just went, and I put them together. The same speed as the, you got it, strokes. There we go. Stroke, 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 stroke. No, not that kind of stroke. Here we go. Are you doing it with me? Good. Try it with me. Okay, now you practice that. It really will help. Let me do it for you. Now you may not be able to do it this fast, but let's try it just a little faster. Okay, here we go. Now you notice my arms on my body, I'm not doing funky things, even though sometimes I do want to get funky, baby. But I'm not. Everything is staying kind of still, and I'm keeping my form, and I'm just using my what? My, you got it, my wrist. Do you see my fingers flaring out? No, my fingers aren't flaring out. Where are my thumbs? Are they up here like this? Are they kind of going around like this? No, they stay right on the inside. Am I doing a Y? Am I doing an L? No, not MCA. I'm doing an A. That's right. And then eventually you'll be able to go. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? But it all goes back to this, the fundamentals. Okay? Let's review a little bit everything we've talked about so far, okay? All right. These are called the, that's right, the sticks. And this little point right here, this little one right here, it's called the bead. Very good. And this little part right here, it's called the shaft. That's right. And this is called the, that's right, the B-U-T-T, the butt. Doing the butt. Yeah, this is the butt. And we always want to grab or divide our drumsticks into thirds, and we grab it at the first third. Very good. And we want to keep the letter A. Very good. And we only use our wrist. Very good. But not our arms. Very good. Excellent. And we want to keep a low resting position. Yes or no? No. No. Yes or no? No. Yes or no? Absolutely yes. And we always want to keep our thumbs on the inside. Very good. Yes or no? No. Yes or no? No, it's not a club. Yes or no? Absolutely. All right. And this is called a stroke. Oh, I heard a stroke. No. That's one stroke. That's right. And the open roll, you want to use only your, that's right, wrist, and you want to let it bounce a total of, no, not 5 times, a total of 2 times, like this. Very good. And this part here, the place where you hold it, this is called the fulcrum. Very good. And you want to have your other fingers, how do you want to put those around the stick? That's right, wrapped loosely around the stick. All right, yes or no? No, we don't flare our fingers. Yes or no? Yes, our fingers stay around the sticks, okay? And we're going to practice bouncing it using only our wrists. And our exercise is 8 strokes, and then you bounce them. And this is called the open roll. Good. Well, I hope that helps. And don't be frustrated by the open roll. You just keep practicing. And you don't have to do it for 3 hours. Sit down every day, 2 or 3 times a day, for just a very few minutes and practice. And before you know it, you'll be doing woo-woo. You'll be doing the open roll, okay? All right, now, our next lessons, we're going to start playing some rhythms. You ready? Good. Now, if you really want to have some fun, and you really want to do something kind of neat, then what you need to do is when you're practicing your open roll, bring your snare drum and put it on the back porch and play it about 7 o'clock in the morning.